Hello and welcome to another Chris McPherson Show live watch-along. We are rustling our way into a Friday night. We've got a double-header tonight. We've got the Sharks up against the Knights. This should be an absolute cracker, possibly match of the round, depending on who you talk to. Really looking forward to this one. We'll take a quick run through the team lineups in a moment. So we're just trying to set up a couple of last momentary things. Great to have you on, Colin. As always, my friend. Good to see you. And yeah, this should be good. You've got the Sharkies in this one. Look, there's a little part of me as a Novocastrian at heart that would like to see the Knights win it, but I just want to see a good game. None of that 66-0 nonsense we saw last week. So it is great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. For those of you who haven't already, love it if you could hit subscribe on the channel. Want to hit that 1650 mark this weekend. Of course, it is Women in League Round as well, the 20th year that the NRL has celebrated Women in League Round, so a great milestone for them. Let's take a look at how the two teams do line up. And for the Sharks, at fullback is Will Kennedy. On the wing, Sione Katoa and Ronaldo Mulatalo. The centres, Kale Iro and Mawini Hiroti in jersey 19 comes in for Jesse Ramian. At 5'8", Braden Trindle. 7.5 is Nico Hines. The front rowers, Adam Fanua Blake and Tom Hazelton. Their hooker for the Sharks is Blake Brayley, their captain. Britton Nickera, Teague Wilton in the back row, and Cam McInnes is the lock. The bench, 14, Hohepa Puru. 16, Billy Burns. 17, Oregon Kalfusi. 18, Tuku Hautapua. 20 is Sam Stone Street, and 22, Jaden Beryl. They are, of course, coached by Craig Fitzgibbon. Then for the Knights, at fullback, their captain, Kalen Ponga. On the wings, Dom Young and Greg Marziu. The centres, Dane Gagai and Bradman Best. The halves, Fletcher Sharp and Dylan Brown. The front row, well, that'll be Tyson Frizzell and Trey Mooney starting as the bookends. Phoenix Crosland is their hooker. Dylan Lucas and Francis Manulelua. The back row, Matt Croker in his 100th NRL game in jersey 13. And then the bench, Sandon Smith in 14, Lachlan Crouch 15, Tom Kent 16, Brodie Jones 17, Fletcher Hunt 18, and Harrison Graham in 19. And again, they're coached by Justin Holbrook. So, as I said, double-headed tonight, straight into the Roosters and Storm after this one. Looking forward to this. There's your team list ready to rock and roll for you. Exactly as Colin's done. Jump into those comments. Let us know who you're tipping, who you want to win this one. Love to see that in there. Get involved. And, yeah, certainly let us know. Let us know if you have had a shocker in the tips already, if Panthers have undone you, or what you took from last night's game. So looking forward to this one. Let us know where you're tuning in from as well. And, of course, hit like and subscribe. All the usual stuff. But great to have you all tuning in as we get underway here. It is the Knights up against the Sharks from Shark Park. And the Sharks kick off to the Knights. The Knights bringing it back here. Dom Young taking a hit up on the second. A little bit of friendly fire. Takes out his captain in Kalen Ponga. Wrestles his way almost up to the 30. He'll play at 29 out centre field. Now they continue to push forward here, the Knights. A 33 out on the next tackle where Marziu plays it. I'll come across to the left-hand side now. Dylan Lucas trying to march forward. Hazelton and Brayley trying to drag him down. He keeps edging forward post-contact. He'll play it 4 short of halfway. That's tackle 4. Trey Mooney takes on forward and is up over halfway on tackle 5. They come now. Dylan Brown goes to the air. Towering bomb, testing out those at the back. Kennedy takes it with a plom, though, and then he's met really strongly by Mooney and Frizzell. I give it out from dummy half, and taking it next is Mulatalo. He'll play at 14 out from the line, just to the left of centre field. Sharks working it out of their own red zone here. They push it up over the 20. Sione Katoa will play it on tackle 3, 22 out from his line. Now Kale Iro up to 28 metres from the line, just again to the left of centre field. They go the short side here. Big Tom Hazelton that trimmed down, very aerodynamic haircut, and the head tape as usual. They chefed it too wide. Trindle onto Hines, who kicks it from inside the 40. So, you know, straight down the throat of Ponga, just outside his 10-metre line. He works his way back centre field, dances at the defensive line, and they wrap him up there, led by McInnes and Brayley, and he'll play it on the 30. Crossland in a dummy half, gives on for Marziu, the bus charging forward. He's up and 25 out centre field, 35 out, sorry, centre field. Dom Young now will take one forward, and he's up and over the 40. Picks up about 7 metres there, and he'll play it 22 in from touch, 42 out from the line on the right edge. They come back centre field, Croker with a tip on for Tyson Frizzell, the experienced former international. plays it just inside the attacking half on tackle 4. Phoenix Crosland takes a little poke out. Matt Croker gets out, tried to get the arm free for Crosland, but Crosland was just in front of him, couldn't do it, so he's brought down 32 out on tackle 5. They go the short side. Brown on to Young, who kicks it back infield. Was it played up by Mulatalo? No, it wasn't. It was just deflected off him. And it'll be a changeover here. And it will be, indeed, Sharks ball. Great work there from Croker initially. And then eyes up rugby league from Dylan Brown down the short side. It's actually come off the head of Sione Katoa. And so the Sharks will start this 10 out from their own line. And straight away the Knights show some intent as Sharp and a couple of others get off the line and push forward. And now working up elsewise is Katoa. A little bit of high contact there from Dane Gagai. The referee says that's okay as Teague Wilton takes it forward on tackle 3. Now, Fanua Blake is outstanding a week and a half ago in Origin. He takes it up almost to the 30 here on tackle 4. Now they shuffle it across. Speaking of Origin, Britton Nickera, who's on the losing side in Game 3 for Queensland. He'll play at 38 out from the line. They go the short side on the right here. Nico Hines kicks it 10 in from touch. 35 out from his line, and Kalen Ponga takes it just inside his 20. He'll race back and scoot past 1 defender, 2. He's up over the 30, almost to the 40 here is where Newcastle will start this set. They're 38 out from the line, 15 in from touch on the left edge. Sharp in at dummy half, gives it to Marciu, who will charge his way forward, and he'll play it 25 in from touch and 45 out from his line. They come back the short side to Bradman Best, who barges his way over halfway. Channeling down this left edge now. Lucas in at dummy half gives it off, and then it's Mooney. Takes 3 to bring him down. McInnes, Brayley and Hazleton. Play it 20 in from touch, 42 out from the attacking line. Sharp shows, drifts across, gives it on. Brown, Ponga, cut out ball now for Dom Young. He's run out of room though. So he will be pinned down, 32 out and 8 metres in from touch on tackle 5. I'll come back across. Dylan Brown will be the man to kick. He'll kick from the 30-metre line. He floats it up. Just hangs in the air as the chasers come through contesting it. But Katoa is there and takes it well despite the pressure, and he's brought down 5 out from his line. They work it forward now, and they're up to 14 out from their line on tackle 2. Mulatalo's the man. Hines at dummy half. Now, Mawini Hiroti doesn't pick up too many metres, but gets across laterally. He'll play at 17 out from the line. Now, McInnes will take a charge through the middle. Crossland down low. Manele Lua up top, and Frizzell's in there as well. 26 out from the line. They're charging forward bit by bit here, just chipping away. Hines with a little dummy, decides to take it into the line where he meets Lucas and Sharp. That'll be tackle 5. 38 out from the line, and it goes to Trindle, who puts the inside out torpedo up. It bounces and sits up nicely for Kalen Ponga, who'll drift back across to the right of the Knights attack. He shaped a pass to Young, decided better of it. And Dylan Brown will scoot back. Force of habit there, and get the ball away now to Dom Young. And Young is met by a surging Cronulla defence. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments. Let us know who your tip is in this one. Let us know where you're watching from as well. And yeah, happy to talk rugby league more broadly. Don't be shy. Jump into those comments. Let us know. As the Knights play this on tackle 3 through Dane Gago just outside their 30. Croker will take one forward, reversing forward into the traffic in the end. Backs his way in and gets up to the 40. Crossland gives it out here. Sharp shuffles across. Bradman Best. Big don't argue for Mawini Hiroti, but he has the ball stripped 1-on-1 by Sione Katoa, and then Katoa knocks it forward as he pulls it out. So the Knights will get a scrum feed here. Let's have a look on the replay, and there's a big don't argue for Hiroti, and then the referee's got that exactly right. It was lost forward as he pulled it out there. He was just rotating away, was Katoa. He lost it in a forward direction. No control. There'll be a scrum feed to the Knights, 42 metres out from the line, centre field. I'm going to say, jump into those comments, guys. Don't be shy. Happy to chat anything rugby league or sport in general. Football World Cup. Colin's obviously tipped into that. Bit of Spain. I'm just glad that England aren't winning. As Dylan Brown takes a run from this scrum here, and he'll play it 34 metres out from the line. 15 in from touch on the left edge. Now winding up, Trey Mooney is hit strongly. That's good contact there. Big Tommy Hazleton. Now played on the 30-metre line on tackle 2, just to the left of centre field. Sharp with a flat ball to Lucas. Lucas almost squeezes his way through and past Britton Nickera, but can't. And he played 18 out from the line. Crossland, ball playing across the field. As is Brown. Gets hit as he passes. It goes to Ponga. Ponga's wrapped up. Surrenders himself on the 20. Can play it 23 in from touch, 20 out from the line on the right edge. They come centre field. Croker, a little dummy to Crossland. There's a shooter coming up. There's Nico Hines looking for an intercept. And on tackle 5, he'll play it on the 10-metre line just to the left of the upright. So come left for Sharp. Oh, he kicks it through and Hines has knocked it on. The Knights will get another set here. Almost 8 minutes gone. Kotu, you're wondering where Adden was. He's there. He's out there. Just hasn't had a whole lot of involvement yet. Nico Hines would have wished he didn't have that involvement. Just trying to take the slips catch around his toes there and bobbles it and knocks it on. Of course, just a reminder, it is women in league round and the Sharks are wearing a kit that is, well, it's predominantly black. It's like their normal away kit with a lot of pink trim and all the sponsors and logos are in pink. Like a hot pink, if you will. It's a Knight shape here and go to the left. They swing numbers, doubling up as Dylan Brown. Hey, Jose, look, they get 6 more there, the Knights as well. Inside the 10. That was a ruck infringement, so they're inside the attacking 10, sorry. Look, I'm leaning to the Knights, but not with a lot of confidence. Oh, last week. Yeah, I think it was just a wrestling thing. Ponga skips through, gets through between the centre and second rower. The half is nowhere to be seen. Kalen Ponga gets the opening try for the Newcastle Knights. And maybe there's your omen, Jose. The total for over under 21.5 for the first half, I'm assuming you're meaning? I think that'll probably move now that there's been points, Jose. It'd have to be either for one of the teams or for the first half, the 21.5, I'd say. I think it'll finish pretty close to that, to be fair. Both these sides are pretty solid defensively, but they've got a few strike weapons as well. As I say, not a whole lot of confidence, but I was leaning the Knights, and that try obviously gives a little bit of a leg up to think that way even more. False hope. It's early doors, Kotu. Ponga will look now to try and convert his own try at 4 points to 0. Almost 10 minutes gone. 30 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. By the time he kicks this, will be more than 10 minutes gone. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure if you haven't already, please hit like on the video and subscribe on the channel. Ponga curls it too much. Pushes it across and doesn't quite hit his target. Yeah, Jose, you'd probably be first half. Normally the total, you got American odds, so plus 152. Yeah, so the Sharks are sitting higher on the ladder, I think, from memory. So they would have been significant favourites heading into the game, but the score remains 4 points to 0 here. Just over 10 minutes gone. But yeah, that 21.5 total, I'd be confident that would be, normally the total sits somewhere in the mid-40s. Similar, not too dissimilar to sort of NFL total numbers, sort of mid to high 40s is normally where they'll be for a game. As the Knights work it out of their own end now, Dom Young taking it forward almost up to the 20. He'll play it 17 out from the line. He's clutching his neck. Maybe he thinks there's been an illegal tackle there. Marzu charging forward, goes straight at Hazelden. He gets him, but Marzu pumps the legs and he'll play this 29 out from the line. Now they go Manuel Lua. Manuel Lua up now, 38 out from the line. That's tackle 4. They're marching forward here, the Knights. Croker gives it on. Frizzell with a hit and spin. Dragged down to ground, 46 from the line, and they'll go to the boot of Kalen Ponga here on the last tackle. He drives it long, and oh, what about that from Will Kennedy? The foresight to get his boot down inside the in goal. He wants to take a quick tap, but he's still got players in front of him. Now he takes it and gives it off. Katoa. And play it there on the 0 tackle. That was really good. Kick from outside halfway, and he just realised his proximity to the in goal. He can get the boot back and take it on the full. Now Kennedy takes a run on tackle 2. He's up over the 40. I'll play it 42 out from their own line on tackle 2. Cam McInnes tips on for Hazelton. He's quickly chopped low by Manulelua. McInnes out of dummy half. Gets the ball across now. AFB's there for Noah Blake. Will go into the attacking half and play at 44 from the Knights line. And now they push forward. Nickera runs into Sharp and Bradman Best and is pushed back. He'll play it here. 34 from the line. They swing it across on tackle 5. And Braden Trindle will send it high into the sky here in Cronulla. Callum Ponga gets up and easily takes it almost uncontested. Roddy the man to make the tackle. Ponga tackled on his own 10-metre line. Marzu struggles to get too much further out with the speed of the Knights line. Phoenix Crossland a little worse for wear here. A Sharp filling in at dummy half. Dom Young will be brought down on the 20-metre line on tackle 3. Knights need to start finding some metres. Young has a little slip there. Manages to hold on to the ball, though. Gagai just started stepping left and right. Nothing really happening. He brought down tackle 4. 34 out from his own line. Frizzell. That was 24 out, sorry. This will be 36 out now on tackle 5. And Phoenix Crossland gets out and takes the low kick out of dummy half. But Kennedy's read it well as Crossland was looking for the 40-20. Kennedy brings it straight back and is almost back out to the 40 when he's met by Dylan Brown and Matt Croker. Plays at 38 from the line. Tackle 1. Mulatalo pushing forward now. He's 6 short of halfway. Hines gives it back underneath the Katoa. Katoa gets past Manulelua, then gets past another, then Croker. Manulelua comes again, drags him down, and Brown completes the tackle. Brayley gets out of dummy half, gives it on to Wilton, who sends it to Iro now. Iro dragging 3 players with him and picks up another 6 or 7 metres with them on his back, and will play it on tackle 4, 38 metres from the line, just to the left of centre field. Hazen will take the last major run of the set, and he'll be wrapped up. No, he gets the offload away. Brayley, Trindle, dropping a runner back underneath him. Wilton, who slips past one, but Crossland chops him down. He'll play it 12 out from the line, 15 in from touch. Trindle kicks back to the short left-hand side here. Dom Young just bodied out off the ball. I think there'll be a review on this because it's been given off to Kennedy, who will score. But I think we'll relook at the contest here because when they've gone up for it, Dom Young was bumped off the ball without a contest happening, and then the ball came down. So let's review this. For now, they've awarded the try. I certainly think there should be some sort of review and investigation of this, but we will wait and see what comes of it. That's the offload there to Brayley, which set this up, set the good metres in. Ended up with Wilton, who played, as I said, 14 out from the line. And then Trindle kicks back to the short side. Then Mulatalo comes through. Bumps Young off the ball before he could compete for it. And then was it knocked back afterwards? It's pushed out with the arm. Don't know that you could say he's genuinely contesting it. So Kennedy will be credited with the try. You're just going to say it was shoulder to shoulder and it's okay. $40 for the Sharks, you reckon, Kotsu? Yeah, all right, we'll see. Still reviewing this, which is interesting. The try is confirmed in the end, so there you go. They're happy with the contest, happy with the ball bobbling around. That's 4 points all with a kick to come. Nico Hines to try and convert this from 18 metres back. 20 in from touch. Should be relatively easy for Nico Hines, and it certainly is. And the Sharks lead 6 points to 4 after just over 15 minutes. So, well, Kennedy, the try scorer. Nico Hines converts it. 24 minutes and 43 seconds to come. Great to see on the Sharks Women in League jerseys as well. They've got the name or initials of an important woman to them. Or women. Just under this major sponsor on the back. So tackle one for the Sharks, 15 out from their line. Then Katoa goes forward. He'll bring it out to the 20 to play it on 2. Britton Nickera now hitting and spinning through the line. He'll get just past the 30 to play this for tackle 3. They're making good meters here off the back of points, the Sharks. McInnes now straight through the middle where he meets Croker and Crossland. And he'll be 42 out from the line. That's tackle 4. And Vanilla Blake will take us up over halfway, and he'll be 53 out from the line. Centre field, they come just to the right, and it's given on by Trindle to Hines. Hines goes to the air. Chase is coming through. Marziu. But Nickera gets a hand to it, and he's going to bat it all the way dead. So it'll be a 20-metre restart for the Knights. So it's knocked on off the arm, and it's gone dead, but now they've clarified, and it will be a 20-metre restart. Here we go. Now they're away. I don't think this will be a 7-tackle set because it wasn't actually the kick itself. It was a knock-on. I don't think more cameras and refs will help them, Colin, unfortunately. I think that'll just be more cooks. Too many cooks spoil the broth, as they say. Bradman Best plays his 35 out on tackle 2. Now working forward is Trey Mooney. He'll play at 38 out from the line, 20 in from touch on the left. Croker across now for Brown. Manele Lewis surrenders himself after a bunch of bodies collide around the ball. Doesn't want to take advantage from an obstruction. Now Frizzell. Almost up to halfway. Goes back to Dylan Brown. He'll kick from 10 in from touch and on halfway. He sends it to the sky. Testing out Kennedy. He's safe though. Here's Will Kennedy. One of the safest under the high ball. And he'll play this on the 20-metre line, 20 in from touch as the Sharks try and work this out of their own end with Ronaldo Mulatalo. He's met by 4 defenders. Crossland, Sharp leading the way. Mulatalo play this 24 out from the line centre field. Now Nico Hines, little skip, gets past one player, lost his footing and is brought down on the 30. Brayley gets out of dummy half, picks up a handy 12 metres before he's pushed back a couple. He'll play at 41 out. Lucas, the last man off the tackle, on tackle 4. 41 out from the line. Hazelton now try and drive through the line, but Manile Lua and Croker bring him down. That's tackle 5. They're 4 short of halfway. Trindle's the man that's going to send it downtown. Ponga's back there waiting. Takes it on the full just outside his 10-metre line. He has a little skip towards the line before he meets Nickera and Hiroti just outside the 20-metre line. Sharp in at dummy half, and now Marziu goes straight back into the marker in Hiroti and does pick up good post-contact metres, but is dragged down on almost smack bang on the 30-metre line. Great to have you all tuning in, guys. Please make sure to hit like on the video and subscribe on the channel. We bring you plenty of NRL this weekend. We're back for the second game later tonight as well, as Dylan Brown tries to scoot through the line and ends up sliding under a arm that swung unintentionally from Adam Fanua Blake. Ponga now gives it on to Dylan Lucas and he coughs it up. It's given off there and Kennedy gets the offload. They go wide now. A little bit of free play from them, and Katoa will be brought down on his 40-metre line where he played 8 in from touch. Lucas would love to have that one again. A good short ball from Ponga. And just the contact from Hiroti forced it free. So tackle 1 now. Speaking of Hiroti, he'll play it 2 metres short of halfway. Kennedy gets out of dummy half and Frizzell drags him down by the shorts. He's coughed it up now. Opportunity for the Knights. Manile Lua picks it up and runs with it. It'll be tackle 0 for the Knights. They are 7 metres into the attacking half. Fletcher Sharp now bouncing around, cuts from the left, back to the right, slices through the middle past Hazelton. And we get Dylan Brown. Look, I don't have an issue with blowing up the bunker, but if we do that, then the TV isn't allowed to use slow-mo replays because that's where the issue comes from. So all the fans will want to pick it apart. As the Knights now work it back through Frizzell in the middle. He'll play it 12 out centre field on tackle 3. Crossland at dummy half goes to Brown onto Ponga. Ponga out the back. Bradman Best little tip on. Marziu's going to barrel his way for the corner. Little stutter step and he gets there and the lead swings. The Knights lead 8 points to 6 with a kick to come. Smack bang on the midway point of the first half. 20 minutes gone. And this is absolutely a cracking game that is fitting of these two sides. Two sides fighting for top 4 rugby league when it comes to the finals. It is 4th playing 5th. This one. Both won 3 of their last 4. Big bag, Greg Marzu. The bus barges over out wide on the left. Gets the Knights second. Beautiful, just not even catch and release, just the bat on. Perfect technique from Bradman Best, just giving that little bit of extra time. Nico Hines tries to chop Marzu. He's too big and too strong. He falls forward and falls over the line as Trindle and Hiroti arrive. Let me try assist for B Best. Try contribution for K Ponga and a try for Greg Marzu, and the bow and arrow comes out for Jai. 8 points to 6 with a kick to come. We're now down to 19 minutes on the clock. Greg Marzu leads the way for the Knights with tries this year. He just sneaks his way past Dom Young. Dom Young on 15. Marzu now on 16. Ponga king at 75% this season. His 49th attempt of the year. He's about 2 metres in from touch on the left sideline. Brought it back 22.5 metres. Hits it at the left upright. Curls and finds the middle of the left upright. Didn't curl enough this time. It was too much last time. Not enough this time. And the score remains 8 points to 6. As the Knights can't quite find that conversion that they need. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel as well. As I said, plenty of rugby league coming your way. We've got 5 or 6 of the games across the weekend with the NRL. We've got some Super League the next couple of mornings as well. Plus some other live streams and other content coming during the week. So don't go too far. Absolutely a home for rugby league. And a little bit of other sport as well. A bit of basketball too if you do enjoy that. So keep your eyes and ears peeled. Plenty of basketball coming your way. But this weekend it's going to be rugby league, and more rugby league. I'll have a little chat a little bit later on about it, the schedule that we have upcoming. Get involved in those comments as well. Let us know where you're watching from. More the merrier getting involved in the comments. The Knights now work it forward. Tom Young will take the second hit up of the set. Almost up to the 20. Just inches short of the 20. They cut it a little wider this time. Dylan Lucas will play at 28 out from the line. Slow ruck speed at the moment. Frizzell barging forward. 18 minutes remain till half time. Now they've pulled Frizzell up here and sent him back to play it again. She does. Croker takes it into the line. He's got a runner with him. It's like Crouch out there now for the Knights. Croker will play this on tackle 5, 4 metres short of halfway. Dylan Brown hangs it up in the air. Kennedy's plenty of time to think about it, but no pressure from the defensive line. They couldn't get there. So it is Lachlan Crouch out there, and he's just his 3rd NRL game. And he is the man to bring Kennedy down 24 out from his line. As Kale Iro takes it forward. And again, Crouch in. They're getting through work now that he's fresh and on. Siani Katoa comes forward off the right wing, and he'll play it 34 out from the line on tackle 3. It's a good strong run from Teague Wilton up and over the 40. Cam McInnes takes us up to halfway and reverses under contact a few more metres forward. Lucas and Crouch the tacklers, and he'll play it 6 metres into the attacking half. They now go back to Braden Trindle, who kicks it high to the sky, testing out Marzu and a couple of others. They don't want it there. The Knights are happy to let it bounce, and Hiroti takes it, then Sharp and Bradman Best immediately swarm onto him and wrap him up. Adam Fanua Blake goes down the tunnel. Fact he is going up the tunnel this early suggests there's probably something wrong, so hopefully nothing too major. But we'll see. Wonderful to have you all tuning in. Love it if you hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel, and jump into the comments like Colin and Jose and Kodu have done. More the merrier. Happy to chat anything rugby league or even sport more broadly. Manolo Lua plays at 4 metres short of halfway, and now Crouch takes a run forward into the attacking half. He's Tackle 4, he's 44 out from the line centre field, and now Brown takes a run, gives it off to Gagai on the right. Just drifted across field, ran out of space for Young, so he plays it now 4 in from touch, 26 from the line on tackle 5. Brown runs it forward and just wedges the little floating kick up. Bradman Best gets it back now for Fletcher Sharp, and he's going to get done for an obstruction here as he runs behind a player who got caught in an awkward spot. Tyson Frizzell trying to argue they didn't have an advantage because they went backwards, but advantage was ensuing because of how it worked out. So player was actually Tyson Frizzell. His argument will be, I didn't stop in the line and we hadn't gained an advantage yet, but that doesn't matter because they had technically gained an advantage because that defender was obstructed as they looked to spread the ball and move it laterally. Sharks find touch 45 out from their line. And Mawini Hiroti will take the tap and go forward himself. He's met strongly by Best, Croker and Lucas and driven back over halfway onto the defensive side. 2 metres short of halfway. Now Kennedy with a little hit and spin. And apologies, not Kennedy. The head fooled me. It's Hohepa Puru. Also out there now is Billy Burns. So a couple of changes coming for the Sharks as we get into the final 15 minutes of this first half. Rayleigh gets out of dummy half and goes left. They get 6 more tackles here for a ruck infringement. Teague Wilton will play it 28 from the line, 20 in from touch on the left edge. Another change on 3 changes. Oregon Kafusi as well for the Sharks. So a raft of changes. Just the one that we've identified for the Knights so far. And that is Lachlan Crouch, the man making the tackle now on tackle 3 on Puru. He'll play it 12 from the line. Brayley takes a little dart out of dummy half. Little deflection there, a couple of bobbles, and Kalen Ponga pinned in the in goal. Why are the Sharks so quiet? I don't think they have been that quiet, Huggy. I think they're just very good last week. I think they're right in this arm wrestle. To be fair, they've probably had the better of the play. They just haven't quite converted the opportunities. The Knights have managed to capitalise twice when they've been down that end. Hey, Eva. Good to have you with us. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel. As the Sharks, it's going to be judged as a knock-on in the field of play here. So the Sharks will have a scrum 10 metres out from the line on the attack. Can they turn this one into points? Kennedy sweeps around the back of the scrum, gives it on to Sione Katoa, who accelerates through a hole in between Sharp and a defender. They caught him in 2 minds. The defender inside held, the outside slid. And Sione Katoa gets the Sharks back in front. 10 points to 8 with a kick to come. 13 minutes and change remaining here in the first half. Well, it's a seesawing game. It's the 4th change of the lead we've already had in 27 minutes. Beautiful work here. It's the over chase from Lucas. Left Crouch exposed in the defensive line. It wasn't so much that he held Lucas, chased too hard on Kennedy. Gave Katoa the ball back and he'd run in and taken himself and Sharp out of action. Crouch just couldn't close that 2-man gap quick enough, and Katoa with his power barges over and drags Sharp with him as Best arrives late. 12.5 minutes remaining till half time. Sharks back in the lead with a kick to come. 10 points to 8. What a great game this has been so far. Hey, Erickson, good to have you tuning in. Always love having our PNG fans. That's wonderful to see you. As Nico Hines lines this one up, almost the direct mirror of where he had the last one from. Just a bit of an update. We've got Sharks and Knights tonight, Roosters and Storm tomorrow. We'll have St Helens versus Catalan. We'll have a little bit of NBA Summer League potentially in the morning as well as Hines hits this one. Slots that nice and easily. We'll also have then into a couple of NRL games tomorrow night, the Super League and some NRL on Sunday as well. So it's a big slate. But of course, if you hit subscribe, it's the best way to stay up to date with it all. Let's update that scoreboard now. 12 points to 8. The Sharks lead. 2 tries apiece, just goal kicking the difference. 11 minutes and 54 seconds remaining till half time. The Sharks take this on the full on their goal line, and they send Oregon Kafusi back at the Knights. He'll play it 14 out from his line. Brayley tries to take a scoot down the short side. Croker's alert to it. He played on his 20 here. Hines in at dummy half. Now Katoa, the try scorer, bouncing forward, rolled himself into an awkward position, and that's going to be costing him a penalty, which is pretty rough. %, Colin. I echo everything you've got there. Yeah, Lachlan Crouch hard done by here. Sandy Katoa rolled himself back underneath and ended up on his shoulder. I don't think there was too much lifting involved in that, as they get the penalty nonetheless. And now Britton Nickera takes it forward into the attacking half. They play it just short of the attacking 40-metre line on tackle 1. Then go to Oregon Kafusi, driving forward and brought quickly down. 35 out from the line centre field. Puru to the right. They go, and he'll play it 26 out from the line, 21 in from touch on that right edge on tackle 3. Now Braden Trindle, that's what I was looking for. Gets out of dummy half and goes forward, and now Brayley kicks it on. Hines, short ball for Wilton. He's chopped low. That's a very good tackle. Going to play it down, though, for the Knights in Dylan Brown, very slow to his feet. That's tackle 5, and the Knights are going to give away a penalty here for the 10 metres play breaking down. No, it's actually the high contact. Apologies. They had the 6 more. There's Crouch coming over the top in cover defence. Brody Jones on for the Knights, so a second change out there. The Sharks will take a tap here. 20 in from touch on the 10-metre line on the 10-minute mark. They'll send Billy Burns forward, and Matt Croker's around the ankles in game 100. Jones is in there, as is Crouch. And they drift a man back against the grain in Oregon Kafusi. He got across the stripe last week, as did plenty of players, to be fair. And Croker and Jones bring him down. They swing it across now. Trindle out the back door for Hines. He's going to try and drag across, and Katoa coughs it up. I think there might have been knock-ons left, right, and centre there. First one, I would think, would be Katoa. The Knights feed. They defend out the error from the high tackle. And Katoa is a little bit disappointed there. He would have been half a chance to barge his way over in the corner for a second. And to hell, this Margie was covering, and I think Margie and Ponga might have had him, but nonetheless, it won't matter as we hit the 9 minutes to go mark in the first half. Matt Croker has been absolutely working overtime in this first half of his 100th NRL game. They feed the scrum here, 10 out from their own line. Dane Gagai is the man to take it forward, but Teague Wilton drives him backwards with the help of a couple of teammates. Good news for Sharks fans is Adam Fanua-Blake back on their bench. As Dom Young takes his forward on tackle 2. He'll play it 14 out from his own line, brought down by Hahepa Puru. That'll be tackle 2. Marzu got it really flat-footed. He's got to be running onto that, you'd think. I'm going to preface to know better than the NRL players and coaches, but that just looked a little clunky from the Knights. Crossland now, on for Crouch. To Jones. Jones pushes forward, and he'll play it 25 out from the line. No, 24 out from the line on tackle 4. Now Trey Mooney. They get a 6 again there, which was desperately needed from the Knights for ruck infringement. So Mooney will play it on the 30 on tackle 1 centre field. Now Crouch. Brayley really testing the lines of what's high and what's not on tackle 2. Come across, and Dylan Lucas dropping back underneath Fletcher Sharp. Trying to work his way forward. They struggle to drag him to ground. Wilton and Puru, and he's just short of halfway on tackle 3. Sharp drifting across the player underneath. In Mooney. Mooney trying to get the arm free. He'll play it there, tackle 4, 6 metres into the attacking half. Come back to the open side, and they give it on, and Ponga coughs it up. Oh, he's just left it behind Kalen Ponga. Just not the handling that he was looking for there. That was looking to build into something promising. Sharp shapes to Lucas, then gives it to Ponga. Ponga was 3 steps ahead of himself, and it doesn't work out. 7 minutes till half time. This is absolutely in the balance. Hey, Wayne, I'm not sure what you popped in there, mate. Jump in the chat again. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video, and we'd love it if you hit subscribe on the channel if you're enjoying the call. Plenty more rugby league coming your way throughout the weekend. A good half a dozen or more games to come. Plus a little bit of basketball as well. And we'll have your round breakdown this week, and we'll be back into our team list Tuesday and Thursday tips as well. Lots of rugby league content coming your way. As Puru goes forward here, chopped low by Mooney. He'll play it 31 out from the line. That's tackle 3. The Sharks are looking dangerous here. Hines drifting. Gives it to Nickera, who's going back at angles. He's chopped low. Crouch caught out there as Brayley gets out of dummy half, gives it to Hines. Crossland tries to drag him down. Then the short ball given off. And inside the 10 is Oregon Kafusi. In line to left upright, 8 metres out. They go to the left. Trindle, short ball, and it's coughed up. Teague Wilton on tackle 5. We're going to have a penalty here for offside. The Knights are irate, as you can understand, with 6 minutes to go. So let's have a look here. Brodie Jones linking in behind. Will be the man. Just didn't get to the try line with the defence. Sharks kick it into touch here, and Justin Holbrook. Well, we probably can't repeat what he's mouthing there. So the Sharks not in a hurry. Kicked it into touch. Well, they're going to take the 2. It looks like they're going to take the 2 here. They shot at penalty goal and try and extend it out to a 6-point lead. Not the worst option. So the penalty goal to come here from Nico Hines. What have we got him? 18 in from touch on the 20-metre line. Great to have you all tuning in, guys. Make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel as well. Get involved in those comments. So, Hines with it. Penalty goal attempt. 4 minutes 40 on the clock. He slots it. Gives another 2 points to the Sharks. They lead by 6. 14 points to 8. 4.5 minutes to go till half time. Wonderful to have you all tuning in, guys. Make sure to hit like on the video. Hit subscribe on the channel. Help us get to that 1,650 target of subscribers. Would really appreciate that if you're coming along for the ride and if you've enjoyed any of the streams so far. 4 minutes till half time. Can the Knights strike back and take it into the break on level pegging? Only time will tell. They kick it off here and it's caught in the in goal by Kennedy. He hands it off to Kafusi, driving his legs and pumping forward. He's brought down 16 out from the line, just to the right of centre field. They give it off, and Kaeliro is the man to take it forward now as Crossland and Manule Lua wrap him up. And he thought about the offload, but decided better of it. And he'll play it 23 out, smack bang in the middle. Papuru there, almost cleaned up a teammate as they went into the same hole. Brayley out of dummy half. Gives it on to Billy Burns here. Burns will be chopped low by Lucas. Mooney and one more over the top. There's Crouch. That's tackle 4, and they're 35 from the line. Hines skipping through the line, but again, there's Trey Mooney working overtime. A good long stint from Mooney. I'll kick it from their 40-metre line, and Trindle. Callum Ponga had a foot in touch, and so it's out on the full as he touched it, just reached in and touched it. This will be a great opportunity for the Knights with 3 minutes on the clock. They'll start this set on the 40-metre line. Of course, if they can get their foot into touch and be grounded when they touch the ball, they don't have to catch it, and that's all he did was just get fingertips to it. It's out on the full. So Mooney now will take a run forward. You can see the tank starting to run a little bit low, fatiguing a touch. He'll play it 36 out. So Brown gives it off. Jones. That's 2 Cessnock Juniors in this side today. We'll play it 31 out from the line. Sharp, there's the other one. Gives it on to Mooney again, taking it forward. He's 20 in from touch, 23 out from the line. On the left edge, they go centre field now. Passes on, Crouch on to Jones, who goes forward again and is met by Puru and Brayley. He's 14 from the line here. They go across. Brown loses his footing on tackle 4. He's going to get wrapped up on the 10-metre line. He's 22 in from touch on the right edge. Ponga set it first receiver here. He kicks it in behind. Was it played at? Sharp gets it. It'll be 6 more here. Another set for the Knights as we hit the 2 minutes to go. Can they score in the shadows of half time here? Ponga at dummy half. Calls for a runner underneath him. Brodie Jones drops back underneath and carts it forward. He's 2 metres from the line. Almost smack bang in line with the black dot here. Jones will play it back to Crossland and drop another runner underneath, and that'll be Crouch pushing his way forward. Hey, Wayne, you got the Sharks in Spain. Fair enough. You're on the bandwagon with Colin here. Jones takes another run. 2 metres out, 4 to the right of the post. They come back centre field. Brown's there, sharp, flat ball. Lucas cuts in behind, reaches out and slides his way forward. Gets a third try for the Knights and gets them within 2 with just less than 90 seconds to go to half time. This lead has seesawed a few times, and the Knights, can they get back on level pegging here? A third try to them. It's 3 tries to 2, but they still trail by 2 with a kick to come. Should all but take us to half time, this conversion attempt. As out the back they go. Beautiful work. Sharp flat ball onto Lucas, and he just sliced his way past Nico Hines. Brown just out the back to Sharp. Sharp engages Hines. Lucas hits the outside. Hiroti was watching outside him. Worried about the centre in Bradman Best, and Lucas drove his way through. Man who made his State of Origin debut this season. That's 14 points to 12 with a kick to come. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments, as a number of you have done. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. As we head to the break, this is going to be an enthralling second half, the way it's shaping up. At this point, 14 points to 12. Ponga with the conversion attempt now. He's 11 in from touch, 21 out, hits it. He's going to push this across the face. He's not on today. None from 3 for KP. Might be time to share the tee with someone else. He's just not on today. There you go, Wayne. I like the flags. Very good. So at half time, it is 14 points to 12. The Knights, 3 tries to 2. I just realised I've had first half spelt wrong the whole time here. Well done. Well done, me. That's what happens when you rush things, people. That's okay. So, at the break, it is 3 tries to 2. The Knights tries to Marzu, Lucas and Ponga. None from 3 conversions. The Sharks, 2 tries to Will Kennedy and Sione Katoa. 2 conversions from 2 attempts and 1 successful penalty goal from 1 for Nico Hines. That gives you your 14-12 scoreline at halftime. We're going to take about a 10-minute or so break. We'll be back with you with the second half very shortly. As always, a big thank you to all for tuning in. Big thank you to those of you who've gotten involved in the comments. Make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel. Let us know where you're tuning from and help us get to that 1,650 subscriber goal. Trying to get there today or tomorrow if we can. That's the game plan. But we will see you in about 10 or so with the second half. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Well, hello and welcome back. A big thank you to those of you who've hit like and subscribe on the video, helping us to continue to grow this platform. The more you engage with it, the more it grows and the more we can cover other sports as well and cover more rugby league as well, which is wonderful. 14-12 at the half. 3 tries to the Knights in the first half. Kalen Ponga, Greg Marzio and Dylan Lucas all getting tries. Ponga opened the scoring. Lucas scored just in the shadows of halftime, but none from 3 conversion attempts. Just 2 tries for the Sharks. Kennedy and Katoa getting them done. Nico Hines 2 from 2 conversions and a penalty goal, which gives the Sharks the lead at the break. There we go. We're underway again here for the second half. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments. Good to see a couple of you getting into the comments in the break. Kotu, love that. Chris Brown, if you're still there, you're tipping the Storm to beat the Roosters. Is that what you're saying? We'll be bringing you that one so you can tune in. Even if you're watching it on Channel 9 or KO, you can, wherever else you might be watching, as a penalty goes the way of the Sharks for high contact against Trey Mooney. It's a tough one. Burns falling in the tackle and gets clipped high. Yeah, even if you're watching it there, you can certainly put our commentary alongside it. You just got to time it. Might take a second, but not super complex. Sharks have got the last 5 penalties in this game. 4 to close out the half and 1 in this second half. As Hines now drops it back underneath. Britton Nickera will play it on tackle 3. He'll be 22 out from the line and he's lost the ball here. And the referee is going to say it is a knock on. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, just rushing to play it. So the Knights get away here there off the back of that first penalty, and now they'll look to work it out of their own end, starting 22 out from the line. So Fletcher Sharp puts the ball into the scrum. Get it off to Gagai, who goes forward, but then gets driven absolutely meters backwards, and he'll play it 13 out from his line. Now Marju takes it. He's 25 out from the line when he plays it. Centre field. That's tackle 2. Line speed's rapid from the Sharks here, led by Oregon Kafusi. Now they go across to the left here, the Knights. Need a little bit of width, and they get very wide in the end with Dylan Lucas, and he'll be pushed towards the sideline, but he'll be wrapped up. 38 out from the line, 5 in from touch. Swing it closer to centre field now. Brown for Ponga. Ponga skips past the first tackle. They get to the outside here with Gagai. Realises he's run out of space, so he cuts back infield. And again, driven backwards after contact, Gagai. This time by Billy Burns on tackle 5. It's 35 out from the line that they play it. Ponga races forward, kicks it from just inside his own 40. A wobbly one off the outside of the boot. And ends up being taken by Braden Trindle, and he gives it off to Will Kennedy. And Kennedy will play this 38 out from the line, 11 in from touch on the right edge on tackle 1. Shooting out is Phoenix Crossland, trying to put the pressure on here. He wraps up Teague Wilton on tackle 2, 42 from the line, 20 in from touch. They keep pushing forward here. KL Iro, chopped low by Manu Leilua. Still 5 metres short of halfway on tackle 3. Now a little show and go from Hohepa Puru. He gets up over halfway. He'll play it 2 metres into the attacking half now. Tackled by Jones and Crouch. Kafusi's going to try and just charge his way through the front door here. He gets the offload away. Finds Billy Burns, who throws a 3-man cutout out to Teague Wilton on the left. And Wilton's eventually dragged down by Brown and Gagai and coughs it up. Wilton thinks there was a strip there. And I don't think they're going to challenge it. He wasn't confident enough. And I think to the naked eye, it was a loose carry. Good offload there, Oregon Kafusi, though. And Burns with a cutout, and Wilton skipping his way forward. Let's have a look at this and see if it was stripped indeed. No. Just a tackling motion, and he was loose with the arm. 4 minutes gone, and it's been very scrappy to open this second half, team. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments. Let us know who you think takes it out from here. Let us know what your takes have been so far. And even, who do you think misses out on this top 8? It's so hotly contested. Cowboys, Dolphins, Rabbitohs all on 24. The Knights and Sharks on 26. Roosters and Warriors on 28.
Yeah, back the Seagulls on 22, the Storm on 20, and the Bulldogs on 20. He's really open if someone can make a run as Gagai driving his way forward this time. Much better contact as Mulatalo stands and lets him play it. 6 in from touch, 3 short of halfway. Croston drifts across field. They have gone backwards here, the Knights. Gone back a metre on this tackle. And that'll be played by Trey Mooney, 4 short of halfway. Fletcher Sharp loses it out the back door. That'll be tackle 5. They go backwards again. They're 5 metres short of halfway now. Croston at dummy half goes to Dylan Brown. Brown puts the right boot through it and tracking all the way back to take it on the full is Mulatalo just inside his 10-metre line. Ronaldo Mulatalo going forward is wrapped up by Jones, Crouch, Sharp, and Mooney all in there. 17 from his line. He hasn't scored yet, Cynthia. So far, the try scorers Kennedy and Katoa for the Sharks. As they now play it through Kaeliro. And Mwini Hiroti goes forward over the 40. Jaden Brayley gets out of dummy half. Sorry, Blake Brayley gets out of dummy half. Jaden Brayley, the man at the Raiders, now formerly at the Knights. That's tackle 5. 4 into the attacking half. And Braden Trindle will put the right boot through a torpedo bomb. Swirling around, Ponga takes it, falls flat on his back, gets back up. But coming through, and offside is Britton Nickera, so he gives away a penalty here, Nickera. That's exactly what the Knights were looking for. They've been struggling to get out of their own end the last few minutes to start this second half. Just over 6 minutes gone in the second stanza. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know who you think gets the job done, who you're cheering for, who you want to get the job done even. Let us know if you've got any other bets on too so that we can keep an eye. We'll help cheer them and track them for you. Bradman Best takes the tap here on his own 40-metre line and makes about 6 metres. Penalty count 5-1 in the favour of the Sharks. Set restarts 2-1 in favour of the Knights as Brody Jones is, Crouch is tackled on halfway now. They go to Tyson Frizzell, who's back out there marching forward. He'll play it back to Crossland, 42 out from the line. We'll tip on there from Trey Mooney. Goes to Dylan Lucas, who gets inside the 30. 28 out from the line, just to the left of centre field. Now they go to Brown. Brown flat ball at the line for Manule Lua. Spins out of the first tackle, but Mulatalo drags him down with the help of Trindle on the 20-metre line. 5 in from touch. Dylan Brown kicks from the 20 on tackle 5. Floats it up into a contest. Sharp will take it. Mooney flicks it. Sharp flicks it out the back for Mooney. Then I think Britton Nickera was about to play the ball, then realised no one had actually tackled him. Trindle in at dummy half, gives it on. Hiroti now, up to 26 out from the line. He'll play it on tackle 2, just to the right of centre field. Katoa with a good, strong run, picks up 13. He'll play at 39 from his line. Blake Brayley gets out of dummy half, gives it on to Kennedy, who gives it on to Iro. Iro is tackled by Dylan Brown and will play it a metre short of halfway. They got a set reset in there. So that'll be tackle 1. Now Trindle going forward. That's tackle 2 on the 40. Kennedy chimes in for a little run up to the 30 here. He's met by Crouch, Frizzell and Lucas. Tackle 3 on the attacking 30-metre line, just to the right of centre field. They centre it up here with Billy Burns, who spots a little hole and tries to poke his head through it, but that's closed by Frizzell and Mooney. Now Hines to the right side. Short hard ball for Nickera, who is dragged down. That'll be tackle 5. 12 out from the line, just to the right of centre field. Hines uses the hands. Trindle scoops it over the top. There's Mulatalo for you. If you had him, Cynthia, for a try scorer, Mulatalo goes in out wide. And that will extend the Sharks lead out to 6 to an 18-12 lead with a kick to come. Wonderful work there. Great vision. And the Sharks go in for their 3rd try. 18 points to 12. Out wide on the left. Almost 9 minutes gone in the second half. Nico Hines, Braden Trindle. Just saw Dom Young drift in, watching the numbers as Teague Wilton just ran a nice little block line here inside and drew the attention in. By the time the pass was thrown, Gagai and Young were too late to react, and Mulatalo goes over untouched. Try confirmed. He scores 2 metres in from touch on that left flank. Great to have you all tuning in, guys. Make sure to hit like on the video and, of course, subscribe on the channel. I know I feel like a broken record sometimes, and I apologise in advance for that. That's Mulatalo's 50th try at Shark Park, the third most successful or prolific try scorer at the venue. Just only David Peachy and Andrew Eddinghausen in front of him, and ET is 32 tries in front of him. 82 tries at the venue for the great ET. Absolute icon of the game and definitely an icon of the Sharks and Shark Park. And the main grandstand is named after him there now. So Hines, as we hit the 30-minute mark, he's brought this back 23 metres. He's not quite 2 metres, probably 1.5 metres in from touch on this left side. It will be the preferred side for the right footer. Great to have you all tuning in. Jump into those comments. Let us know where you're watching from around the world, what country or city. As Hines pushes this out to the right, curls it back nicely and slots it. Wayne's up and about. 20 points to 12. Nicho Hines is having a good night from the tee. And at the moment, that is the difference. Those 4 goals that Nicho Hines has kicked, 3 conversions and a penalty, is the 8-point margin. 20 points to 12. And the Sharks lead after just over 10 minutes in this second half. Hey, Judy, you're watching USA in the early hours of the morning. That's commitment. I love it. That'll be me tomorrow watching the English Super League. We'll be here at 5 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. Kennedy brings it back himself from the kickoff. Now they go to Katoa, one of the earlier try scorers. He'll play at 22 out from the line. Great to have you all tuning in, guys. Thank you again to those who've hit subscribe. Help us to keep on growing this platform. Now Kafusi will play it. Hyperpuru takes it to the line. Well, they're off to a good start at this second half for you, Judah, so that's good. Kennedy again. He's got Puru with him, but he goes himself up over halfway. Frizzell chops him low. Crossland and Tom Cant over the top. The third change for the Knights. So both teams just have one change they can use now. Marzu under the high ball. Immediately wrapped up by Hiroti and Nikora. Now they try and drive them backwards here as Bradman Best will play it. They don't get him to ground though. 18 out from his line, and Dom Young comes in from his wing, bumps out of 1, bumps out of 2, and is eventually dragged down. And that'll be tackle 4, just short of the 40-metre line for Young. Crossing at dummy half, gives it now to Cant. Up to halfway to play this on tackle 5. Crossland will go to Brown. Awkward pass for him, so he has to sort of turn back to collect it. Just manages to recover in time to put it up high and long, which Kennedy takes inside his 10. Runs it back at Gagai, tries to shrug him off, and that's not going to happen. Dane Gagai drags him to the ground just outside his 20. 12 minutes gone in this second half. Appreciate that, Judah. Thank you very much, mate. As I say, the more we can grow the channel, the more games we can cover. That's kind of the game plan for me. Love covering the footy and other sports. As now Hiroti working, gets free of 1, tackle sharp, comes and tries to drag him down. I think he's focused on the one-on-one strip though, so Hiroti picks up another 10 metres and he'll play at tackle 3, 4 into the attacking half, 10 in from touch. Hines, wrapped up. That'll be tackle 3. Sorry, tackle 4 now on the 40. Lashes out a bit at Frizzell here. Push and shove. They both have a chuckle after the fact, and Kafusi drives forward and is wrapped up by 3 defenders. Tackle 5 on the 30-metre line, 20 in from touch on the left. Trindle goes to the air. Ponga underneath it, takes it on the full and is immediately tackled by Teague Wilton and appeals from the Knights that he was tackled in mid-air, but the referee says no as Dom Young tries to run around the Sharks and Mulatalo chops him low. That'll be tackle 2. Still inside their 10-metre line, the Knights. As Dylan Brown takes a little scoot down the blind side. He'll play it on tackle 3 just short of the 20. Gagai. The Knights look like the petrol tanks are starting to run low here. Still 26, almost 27 minutes to go. Gagai will play at 23 out from the line. Cant goes at Puru. Puru chops him low. Good tackle technique. Although he's hurt his forearm, however, Puru. Brown will kick from just outside his own 30. Be taken on the full outside the other 30 by Kennedy, who will race forward and get up and over the 40. And they'll start this at 44 metres out from their own line, the Sharks. Just slowly getting into the grind and getting on top in this arm wrestle. Hines gives it on to Katoa. Katoa will be up a metre short of halfway on tackle 2. Mate, my name's Chris. My name is Chris, as per the channel. As Hiroti plays it now. That looks like the 4th change for the Sharks. Early for Tuku Hautapua. So Hautapua will play it now. Just short of the 30 on tackle 4. Puru. On for Hines. Hines out for Nikora, who's dragged down 20 in from touch, 23 from the try line. They go the short side on the right here. Hines chips it through. Ponga will go up and contest. Gets his legs high to try and protect himself, and is tackled as soon as he hits the ground by Hiroti. 8 out from his line. Sharp gives it to Marzu. Marzu bounces off Nikora. He comes again, and Hines helps drag him down. 13 out from the line on tackle 2. Ponga at dummy half gives it to Bradman Best. Best trying to wind up, but he's a little flat-footed as he caught it. He's now 20 in from touch on the 20-metre line. That's tackle 3. Now Brown across to Dom Young. Sharks defensive line has plenty of numbers to cover him, and he'll be brought down 26 from his line, 20 in from touch on the right edge. Crossland to Gagai. Gagai with the stutter step, bounces off one, can't bounce off the next. Nicker chops him low and drags him down by his leg. That's tackle 5. I wanted 6 more there, the Knights, for the sloppy ruck, but the referee says no, it was of your own doing. And again, Kennedy takes this on his 30. And he's brought down just over the 40-metre line this time. 10 in from touch, 42 out from the line. Kailiro will take the ball on here. Run metres in this second half. The Sharks have run for 340 metres. The Knights 157. As Katoa crosses over halfway again, they're just really turning this territory advantage. Great to have you all tuning in, guys. Appreciate you all following along. Make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel. Burns plays it now, tackle 4, 32 out from the line on the attack. Teague Wilton. He'll take it forward. Wrapped up by Manele Liwa, but he can't get him to ground on the 20. Trindle will kick back infield. Floats up. And Kalen Ponga takes it in the in-goal. There'll be a penalty here for Dom Young running Ronaldo Mulatalo off the ball, though. Another penalty. Ill discipline really costing the Knights in this one. Wonderful to have you all tuning in, guys. Make sure to hit like on the video, subscribe on the channel. You know the drill. Big thank you to the channel. Some of you that have already hit subscribe tonight. Really appreciate it. We only need 8 more subscribers to hit 1650. The mustache is a bit familiar. I'm not sure what that means, Leg Tez. Here come the Sharks. I'll play it 4 out from the line with Hal Tapua. Advent, good to have you back. Watching in from PNG, a regular with us. Love to see the regulars. As they push out now, Trindle on the outside. Kailiro with a little juggle, does well to hang on to it. He brought down 15 in from touch, 7 out from the line. That's tackle 3. They go centre field. Burns, little tip on now for Hautapua. Hautapua, 2 metres out from the line, centre field. Brayley goes to the right for Hines. Out the back for Kennedy, hands it on. Roddy gets caught flat-footed and sharp, and Dylan Lucas put him on his back. That'll be tackle 5, 10 from the line, 15 in from touch on that right edge. And then Nico Hine has a bobble and knocks it on. The Knights somehow hang on. Harrison Graham on for the Knights, so that'll be their 4th change as well. Both sides have used their rotations with 22 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. Thanks, Advent. Thank you on the headset. Leg Tez. Let us know where you're tuning in from, guys. Watching all the way from PNG, Clarence. Great to have you with us. Love how passionate our PNG fans are about rugby league. Dom Young plays this one 32 out centre field on tackle 2. Graham takes a scoop from dummy half for the Knights. Just under 22 minutes remaining. Now they go to Crossland. Crossland to Frizzell, who tries to duck under the tackle. Fletcher Sharp doesn't really have any options for the offload, so he goes to ground 5 into the attacking half. Ponga in at dummy half. They go to the air from Dylan Brown here. It should have a contest. It actually floats back further than they thought. Carleen, good to have you. And Trindle's the one that takes it in the end on the bounce. Downtown Wagga, you'll have the NRLW Magic Round down there in a couple of weeks. That'll be exciting. I think 2 weeks' time, the 1st and 2nd of August. So now the Sharks working it out of their own end. Katoa again. He's got through some big carries today, Sione Katoa. Rayleigh at dummy half gives it on. Puru, little shuffle. Kick from halfway, just over halfway with Hines going high to the air. Ponga's having to race forward to take this. 23 out from his line and takes it on the full. Better starting position for this set for the Knights. Marzu gets forward, picks up about 8 metres. He'll play it maybe 9 metres, 32 out from his line. We go across now to Brown. They're going to try and shift it wide. No, Brown tucks it under the arm and he's knocked it on. That does not help. Trindle throws a miracle flick out the back here. That was probably unnecessary. And so the Sharks will start this set with tackle 0, 27 out from the line, 7 in from touch on the left. They swing it across to the centre. Trindle for Puru. Puru pushing forward. Thanks, leg test. I'll play it now. 13 out from the line. Working back through the middle. Burns is dragged down and he'll be 5 metres from the line, just to the left of the uprights on tackle 3. They shape to go right, then they decide to come back left, and Trindle ends up sending it right. Comes back in. Kennedy will play it here. 4 out from the line, 10 to the left of the post. They swing it across Puru for Trindle. Trindle short ball. Nickera coming through the hole, and he's just swamped by the defence on tackle 5. He'll play it 20 in from touch, 3 out from the line. In Brayley dabbing it in behind with a grubber, and Ponga will just dive on it in the in goal. And they'll get a potential repeat set with a goal line dropout here for the Knights. So, remembering 4th spot on the line here. The winner of this will sit in 4th at the end of tonight. Knights kick short here, looking for the contest, and Gagai looks for it. I think Kennedy's knocked that on in the end, and Graham knocks it on after the fact. So let's see what they go with here. Oh, knock on Newcastle first. There we go. The Knights are going to challenge this. Interesting. So 18.5 minutes to go. It's been called knock on Newcastle on the short goal line dropout. Knocked back by Dane Gagai here. So Mason Graham, does he knock it back here? Will be the question. I think Graham's knocked it back and Hines has knocked it on. Successful challenge by the Newcastle Knights. That's big for them, defending this end and trailing by 8. There's been a fair bit of time down here. So, there we go. Interesting times indeed. Wonderful to have you all tuning in. Make sure, if you haven't already, please hit like on the video, subscribe on the channel. We need just 4 more to get to 1650, guys. So big thank you to those who've hit it, helping us to get to that next goal as we go onwards and upwards. I'm going to try and push up and beyond 2,000 during this NRL season. The more we have followers and subscribers, the more we can grow the channel. But here come the Knights now down the left-hand side, working out of their own end. Greg Marzu drags 3 Sharks defenders with him. Hines and Nickera are there on tackle 1. They go the short side to Bradman Best. Oh, he's coughed it up, Bradman Best. Dear, oh dear, the Sharks are up and about understandably. Breezy conditions at Shark Park, and the ball pops out. The Knights will go back to a big defensive stint here. 18 minutes remaining. The Knights trailing by 8. Up and about the Knights fans would be. The Sharks fans, sorry, would be. So the Sharks have the scrum feed 25 out from the line. They go to the right with Katoa. He's dragged down by Best, the man who did cough it up. 18 out from the line. 6 in from touch on the right side. What do we got here? Penalty against Harrison Graham. I wonder if the Sharks will be tempted to make it a 10-point lead here. No, they'll take the tap and go from 16 out from the line. Graham makes the tackle. Sharks will play it back 12 out from the line. Five from the line here now. Burns will play it. They go and cross to the right. Hines dropping underneath, poking his head through Britton Nicker. A little bobble of the ball, and they're going to say it was a knock on. Nicker contesting that. Doesn't agree. Will they challenge it? He's going to be one of those contentious ones. I don't think they will, the Sharks. Wonderful to have you all tuning in, guys. Make sure you get involved in those comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from as well. I'm going to confirm now Sam Stone Street and Jaden Beryl won't be used by the Sharks unless there's a foul play concussion, and as the same for Sandon Smith and Fletcher Hunt for the Knights. Dane Gagai works his way out of the 10 and is driven back in there as the numbers come into the tackle. Really struggling post-contact. Marzu takes it forward, 24 out. They're wrapped up here, and all of a sudden they're on the 20 on tackle 3. Knights really struggling for metres. Tom Cant tries to drive forward, but picks up about 3 metres. He'll play at 23 out from the line. Graham out of dummy half for Crossland. For Brown, on for Ponga here. Looks to shape and shift to the outside. Gets the offload back inside instead for Brown. That's a much better tackle, and they're almost up to halfway here on tackle 5. I need to see more of that, more freewheeling ball play. Ponga will kick from halfway. He sends it to the sky. It'll be a contest around about the 30-metre mark. Sharp gets it. Kicks into the corner. It might be a bit heavy. Will it pull up in the in-goal? Kennedy chasing back, and he'll just ground it in the in-goal. And that, for something from nothing, they were pinned in their own end and all of a sudden force a goal line drop out at the other end. That's wonderful work from the Newcastle Knights. Impressive overall. Fletcher Sharp just playing some eyes up rugby league there. That's great work. And the man with the flowing mullet from Cessnock. Trindle will be the man to take the goal line drop out as we hit 14.5 minutes. He goes the short, little bouncing grubber, tries to catch them unawares, but Dylan Lucas sees it coming. And he'll play it now 8 out from the line, and all of a sudden, after all that ball at the other end, no worries, Clarence. We'll try and bring you as many games as we can around my other commentary commitments, mate. Big thank you to you for tuning in. We'll be back with the next game as well straight after this one. As they work forward here, and Brown gives it off to Frizzell, who plays it 7 out from the line, just to the left of the uprights. They swing across to the right. Ponga floats it out now. Dom Young hits the accelerator to the outside, runs out of space though. Thanks, Carleen. We try and keep it that way for our live watch-alongs, these ones. Kalen Ponga, little show, little go, decides to pump it out to Dylan Brown, who goes to Sharp. They've got the numbers on the outside if they can get their best. Tries to straighten up, can't get the offload away. They try and slide him in. Fletcher Sharp knocks it back, then knocks it on. I wonder. No, they've gone into touch, says the touch judge. So it's going to be a changeover. The opportunity goes begging for the Knights. 13.5 minutes remaining. My, oh my, the Knights have their chances. Again, the difference goal kicking so far, 3 tries each. I think we've got a captain's challenge here. So it's been offloaded. Touch Judge puts his flag up. It's then knocked on by Britton Nickera. Another successful challenge for the Knights. Brabham Best had got the ball away before he slid into touch. The rain coming down at Shark Park. What was the halftime score? From memory, it was 14 points to 12. 14-12. Dylan Lucas scored just in the shadows of halftime to make it a 2-point ball game. Malcolm, hopefully that helps. So now the Knights will bring it all the way back over to the other side to play it. Mutual infringement means they go back to the last play of the ball. So Dom Young plays it. Now Harrison Graham for Tom Kent. That was tackle 4. This will be tackle 5, 20 out from the line. The Knights will play it here just to the right of centre field. Graham goes to Brown. Brown for Sharp. Sharp for Bradman Best. He rolls it into the in goal. It's going to be too wide though and deep. And they'll get a 20-metre restart here, the Sharks. Yep, Malcolm, as I said, and as Clarence has put there, it was 14-12 to the Sharks. So Mulatalo now works forward. That was the halftime score, 14-12 to Cronulla. So work getting done here as they push forward the Sharks. I'll play it now with Kale Iro on tackle 1. Oh, Matsu, they've looked the better side. If I had to say that one team will score another try, I'd probably lean to the Sharks marginally. I think they're just the better side, and just both sides are struggling to execute in the red zone. Hazelton takes his up over halfway on tackle 3. He's 42 out from the line. The rain continues to come down at Shark Park. They push to the left edge, and Wilton almost slips through. Brought down by Graham and Brown. 30 out from the line, 15 in from touch. Kennedy ducking in behind the ruck, and Manilelua and Frizzell bring him down. 22 out, 20 in from touch. That's tackle 5. They go the short side. Trindle floats it back off the boot. Ponga soars above the pack and takes it cleanly and is tackled. 7 from his line. They've got to go 93 metres here. The Knights inside 12 minutes remaining. Dom Young will be driven backwards. He'll play it 8 out from the line. That's tackle 2. Got a long way to go here, the Knights. Sharp at dummy half. Gagai finds his front. 13 out from the line. Clarence is backing the Sharks to score again. Brabham Best. He'll be out to the 20 here on tackle 4. 26. Well, the goal kicking's on, so if they score another try, you would think they should get 26, Matty. The Knights will kick this one from 24 out from their line. Brown goes long. Kennedy will take this outside his own 30. He winds up here, gets past the 40. He's up over halfway. He finds a big hole, and then he's up over the attacking 40 as well. He'll play at 36 from the line. Trindle in at dummy half. Mulatalo up and just over the 30. He'll be brought down 29 from the line. Just to the left of centre field. They go back towards the middle. McInnes gives it across now to Hazelton. He's brought down 24 out from the line. 20 in from touch on the right edge. That's tackle 3. Just center it up again, McInnes. Fanua Blake's back out there. McInnes tucks it under his wing, though, and takes it inside the 20 on tackle 4. He'll play it 17 metres from the line, centre field. Now Fanua Blake takes it forward. Looks to get the offload free, but Manilelua wraps the ball, as does Graham tied in there as well. That's tackle 5 on the 10-metre line, just to the left of the post. They go the short side. Kale Iro gets the ball, and he'll just go into contact and take it down on tackle 5. And it'll be a changeover. 7 metres out from the line, 8 metres in from touch. They've pinned the Knights in the corner here, and they'll try and keep him down that end. Dom Young driven back. He'll be 8 from the line. My, oh my. The defensive screw's getting turned from the Sharks, as long as they don't jump the gun early as we hit the 10 minutes to go mark. 8-point margin. This is Greg Marzu now working it out. He's up and over the 20. That'll be tackle 3, 21 out from the line. Graham onto Croker. Croker wrapped in his 100th game. Tackle 4 just short of the 30. Graham takes a little dart. Picks up 10 metres. Make that 11. Make it 12 as he crawls forward. And now it's tackle 5, 42 out. Brown goes to the air. Gagai takes it on the full, gives it back inside. Manilelua, he's away. Can he get the ball to Dom Young, or will he try and go himself? Oh, he's bombed it, I think. Francis Manilelua. I don't think he got it down. He did get it down, the referee says. I'm not sure that he did. But anyway, they've given the try. We'll look at the bunker review. But for the time being, it's 20 points to 16 with a kick to come. The Sharks just did not contest this bomb. Dylan Brown put it up from 44 out. Dan Gagai went across. They were just looking to block it, and it fell short. Gagai took it, gave it to Menelelua, who beat Kennedy. Hines raced across in cover defence. And I don't know. Oh, he did. He got it down on the line in the end. But was his knee already on the touch line? That might be interesting. Mulatalo not interested in contesting the bomb and then realised his mistake. Menelelua. Francis Menelelua. I think he's gone touching goal, though. I think the try is going to be scratched off the Knights here at 20 points to 16. Bunker's going to have a look at this one. Let's watch the replay. Dear, oh dear. I think he's actually lost the ball early on here and then regathered it. I just didn't think that he was getting it down from there. 20 points to 16. No try. Make it 20 points to 12 again. Oh my. Well, it was exciting for a moment. I mean, it's still exciting. There's only 8 and a bit minutes to go, and this is game on. It was in the field of play, so it'll be 10 metres out from the line and 10 metres in from touch. The Sharks start this set. The Knights going to try and put some sting in the defence. 9 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, Hunky. As the ball comes forward. Iro will play just short of the 20 on tackle 2. Katoa brought down by Crossland and Sharp. 26 from the line. That's tackle 3. Now for Noah Blake. He'll make a dent in the defensive line. Menelelua puts him on his back, though. 38 from the line. That's tackle 4. Still a bit more than 8 minutes remaining, Matty. 8 minutes 45. Nico Hines will kick here. 46 out from his own line. It goes deep and long. Back there to Greg Marju, who's going to wind up and bounce off the first tackler in Nickera. And then McInnes will join in and he'll play it here 24 from their line, 16 in from touch. Knights need to find some metres here. Bradman Best almost up to the 30. Now Brown out to Dom Young. He's got a runner outside him in Gagai, but just manages to drive forward. He takes Kale Iro and Wilton further forward up over the 40. Should be 6 more, surely. No, none given. Croker. They can't buy a trick at the moment. The Knights gets the offload away, though. Graham drives forward after getting that offload, and he'll be wrapped up on tackle 4, 6 metres into the attacking half. Now Crossland, Sharp, Ponga, little show and go. Falls into the tackle of Hines. Crossland into dummy half on tackle 5. Brown goes to the air from the attacking 30. They're going to try and make a contest of this. Tracking back, Bradman Best. Oh, he's coughed it up, and it's going to roll dead. No, it doesn't quite. There'll be a knock on in the field of play. That'll be a changeover. Best if he catches that. I think he's got enough to beat Katoa and Kennedy and just slide over the line in the slippery conditions. 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and the Sharks hanging on to this 8-point lead. The Knights are trying to come hard at them. Katoa beats the first 2 tackles. Everyone's slipping and sliding now. Very greasy at Shark Park. Dane Gagai shooting out of the line and making some strong impact there as he wraps up Mawani Hiroti. Now Kale Iro slipping out of the first tackle, and Gagai again in there with Brown. 28 out centre field. They go just off the ruck, 1 off with Cam McInnes, who runs into the shoulder of Harrison Graham. A good strong tackle by Graham. 36 from the line. They keep working their way away. Fanua Blake, good strong run as ball's locked in by Cant and Menelelua, and he'll play it on halfway. That's tackle 5. Trindle sends it downtown. Targets Greg Marzu, who takes it cleanly on his 10. Thought about passing to Ponga. Ponga says, no, take it forward, son. And he's met there by Britton Nickera. 20 in from touch, 16 out from his line. The Knights got to go 84 metres here. They go the short side with Bradman Best. Hines is low. Over the top is Mawini Hiroti. So now Sharp in at dummy half. Dylan Lucas tries a bit of a goose step. That doesn't really get him far. He'll play it 32 out from his line on tackle 3. Sharp in at dummy half. Goes on for Brown. Out the back for Ponga. Ponga, little show. Little go. Slips through the line. Up and over the 40. He's dragged down 43 out. That's tackle 4. Now Graham gives it on. Croker has a runner with him. Gets the ball out the back, though. Trey Mooney's there. Takes the offload and is almost up to the attacking 40. That's tackle 5. They're 41 out from the line. I'll go to Sharp. He'll put it to the air on the right boot. Sending it deep back, and Kennedy does well tracking back to take it. Back in his in goal, and Fletcher Sharp, he's going to pin him in the in goal. What a great chase of his own kick there. Fletcher Sharp gives his side a sniff here, just a small hope. Wonderful to have you all tuning in, and a big thank you to you all. We've hit the 1650 milestone, all thanks to all of you. Great to have you tuning in along the way. Hope you're enjoying the call. If you haven't already, hit like on the video, please do, and hit subscribe on the channel as well. Help us to continue growing this platform. This one coming down to the wire. Well, the Sharks, surely they won't go short here. They still do. 8-point lead, go short, risk it. Dom Young, I think, has knocked that on. So it'll be Sharks ball here, and Adam Fanua-Blake winds up, picking up the loose ball, drags forward, and Dom Young drags into ground. He'll play it 22 out from the line. Now there's a bit of push and shove. Here we go. Handbags at 10 paces. Blake Brayley and Dom Young. Dom Young decided he'd rather fight Blake Brayley rather than Adam Fanua-Blake. Oh, don't blame him. A lot of push and shove, not much of it all. Dom Young was trying to drag Adam Fanua-Blake. Adam Fanua-Blake didn't like that. Brayley got involved. They got him by the collar and then tried to just push him backwards a little bit. And Brayley gave a shove. Fanua-Blake got in the middle of it all. Crossland joined in. Well, the Sharks are probably about to get a penalty, Matty, so we'll see. Maybe not. So the penalty's going against Jaden Brayley. There you go. So Dom Young pushed the tackled player back and was in his right to do so, and Brayley came in and escalated it. So the Knights now 8-point ball game. Do they take the 2 and try and make it a 1-try game, or do they just go for the try? The way their kicking's been, I think you've got to kick for touch, and no, they're just going to tap and go here. So Trey Mooney now, there's a little feeling in this game. He'll play it 14 out from the line. Hazelden's the man that tackles him. Just to the right of the uprights. Brown gets it at first receiver. Sharp for Ponga. Ponga flat ball into the line for Lucas. Because he hit late. Play on, says the referee. That's tackle 2. They're 8 from the line, 10 in from touch. They come to Sharp at first receiver. On to Brown. They're a little flat here, the Knights. They go to Mooney, who just hangs onto the ball. Does he? No. He wants to challenge it. He says he hasn't lost it. They're going to say forward pass. I don't think that was forward, to be fair. I think that's as flat as you'll see. I think Trey Mooney thought they were calling him for a knock on. But there, with it goes the Knights' hopes, you would think. 3.5 minutes remaining. The Sharks will feed the scrum 15 out from their own line. They need a miracle here, the Knights. Time ticking away from them. The Sharks look to ensconce themselves further in the top 4. A win here for the Sharks would at least temporarily lift them up to 3rd place over the Roosters. The Roosters playing the next game up against the Storm. Of course, we will have that for you straight after this one. We might just have a little 10-minute window in between the way things are going if we progress as it is, as Billy Burns skips and slides and dances his way forward on tackle 4. He'll play it there. 5 short of halfway. Hazelden will take it up over halfway. Crossland tackles him low. Mooney and Harrison Graham over the top. And he'll play it 6 into the attacking half. Braden Trindle will go to the air here. The Sharks know they've just got to keep it simple. Keep their discipline as Dom Young takes it. Mulatalo hits him as soon as his foot touches the ground. A little bit of aggro here. Mulatalo saying that Dom Young elbowed him. Stain Gagai is driven backwards and played on tackle 2, 10 out from the line. The Knights just ground out of this one. Croker goes forward in his 100th game, a milestone game he may want to forget. I mean, by no means, embarrassed in this one, but just not on top. Great to have you all tuning in. Make sure to hit like on the video. Subscribe on the channel. 2 minutes to go. They get to the outside with Ponga here. Slips back inside. Oh, lost his footing. Lost his footing as Brayley dives on him on tackle 5. Brown will go the torpedo bomb, hoping for something. Kennedy. Oh, no, it's Katoa. And then Bradman Best grubbers it for, grubbers it again. Is it going to hold up for him? Greg Marjou's going to slide over the line. The Knights get a late try here. 20 points to 16 with a kick to come. Marjou gets a try, gets his second, a fourth try for the Knights. They may end up with more tries and still lose this one. Will they decline the kick at goal or will they take it? Dylan Brown just put up that torpedo bomb and it caught Sione Katoa napping. Bradman Best towed it through again, bodied out Hiroti. Then Greg Marjou dived on it from 8 metres and slid the last 4. Did well. It's going to be a tough kick for Ponga from 5 in from touch. Minute 33 on the clock. The Knights are going to have to get this kick off and take it back 90 metres. Kalen Ponga. None from 3 so far tonight. He's had plenty of challenging ones from out wide. It's a tougher side for the left footer. He hits it, curls it. Tell you what, has he slotted? He has. Back to a 2-point ball game. He finally gets one, but it's 4 tries to 3, and they still trail by 2 points. 20 points to 18. So, minute 21 left on the clock. This one is coming down to the wire. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Judah. Appreciate that. We get into the last couple of minutes of this one. A minute 21 to go. You think the Sharks will definitely go long with this resumption? Brayley to kick it. Minute 21 here. Matt Croker, could he pull something back here in his 100th game? The Sharks go long. Taken on the full by Brown. Trey Mooney drives his way into the defence here. They're only going to have one set, the Knights. A minute and 10 to go. Now they go to Dom Young. He shifts it on. Sharp to Ponga. Going to try and cut around the Ponga. Chopped down by Nico Hines. Alongside him, Mawini Hiroti. He'll play it on tackle 2. 16 out from his line. 15 in from touch. Now Croker. Driving forward. Punching his way into the defensive line. 20 in from touch. 23 out from the line on the left edge. Dylan Brown goes out the back after a couple of unders runners. Dane Gagai gets to the outside of Kailiro. But Trindle's there to help out. We'll play it now on tackle 4. They're only 35 out from their line. They've got to go 65 metres here. Ponga drifting across field. Kicks in. Behind Dylan Lucas. Toes it forward over the top of Kennedy. Kennedy loses his footing. Trindle's got it though. He dives on it. And now the Sharks will just have to see this out for 22 seconds. I don't think the Sharks are going to try and score, Clarence. They will take their time here and get away with a clutch victory. As they go to Mulatalo. 10 seconds on the clock. Mulatalo winds it down here. They go to McInnes. He just surrenders himself. And that will be full time. A heartbreaking loss for the Knights. They gave it everything late into that one, but it is full time. The Sharks will jump up to 3rd on the live ladder. A wonderful win for them. Of course, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure to hit like on the video and hit subscribe on the channel. It does help us to grow the platform the more of those likes and subscribes we get. A huge thank you to you all for tuning in. It's been a wonderful stream along with you. Look forward to seeing you again, hopefully in about 10 minutes or so, when we'll bring you the Melbourne Storm travelling to take on the Sydney Roosters. A great finish. The Sharks up to 3rd. The Knights stay in 5th for now, but they'll be looking over their shoulder at South and the Dolphins this weekend. Thanks, Judah. Thanks, everyone. Hopefully see you, as I said, in about 10 minutes or so for the game between the Roosters and the Melbourne Storm. But again, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you again soon.